कीर्तन किधर चल रहा है? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we welcome all of you for this session, this series of self-excellence, and thank you for coming. What is topic for today? Anybody has?
Path of liberation. The path of liberation.
Right. Path of liberation. How many of you are new? New means first time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Special welcome. Hare Krishna. So, each one of us in Bhagavad Gita, each one of us is described as Atma, soul. You heard this? That each one of us is an individual soul, different from matter, different from stone, living. We are living beings, and everything around us, the furniture is non-living. In your science class, the first thing we learn is this in biology. Difference between living and non-living. Right?
Yes.
So the thank you. So the main difference between a living entity and a non-living entity is presence of consciousness. We are conscious. The table is not conscious. We are conscious means we are aware. You all know today you are in Juhu, Mumbai. Does this table know I am in Mumbai? Not self-aware. Conscious also means you can feel pain and pleasure. If somebody slaps you, will you feel pain?
Yes.
If I slap this table, will the table feel pain? So consciousness means there is a feeling of pain and pleasure. And also there are presence of desires. Each one of us have desire. But the table has a desire that in future career I will be dining table, or I will have government job, I will be in parliament. The table is thinking like that. But each one of us have desire.
Yes.
Anybody can say, I don't have any desire. There are many people who will tell you, become desireless. You heard this philosophy? Become desireless, then you will be happy. No desires, then you will be happy. It's a bogus philosophy. It is like saying, my only desire is to not have any desire. This is also a desire, to not have any desire. To become desireless is also a desire. We are not stones. We are conscious living entities. Soul. So we'll have desires. Nothing wrong about it. Okay? So when we have desire, then we will put effort to fulfill that desire. That effort in Sanskrit is called karma, action. Why do we perform karma? To fulfill some desire. Right? Any karma you perform is to fulfill some desire. Why do you study? Huh? To get knowledge, to get degree, to get job. Why do you do job? To get money. Why do you want money? To eat food. Why you want to eat food? To live. Why you want to live? I don't know. Breathing is a passion to breathe, so I also breathe. Everybody breathes, so I also breathe. Why do you wear clothes? To cover the body. Right? Every activity we do, it is to fulfill some desire. Karma. And every karma we do, we want some fruit, some fulfillment. Vice versa. If I do something, I should get something. If I tell you to do something, the first question is why? Why? What will I get? Right? So we do karma to get a fruit, result. That's called fruit of karma. Karma phala. To every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Karma, karma phala. So we do activity, we do karma to get some result. Karma phala. But you know what? With karma phala, you also get karma bandhan, which means entanglement. I'll explain you how. There are two things. Karma means any action we do to fulfill our desire. So if I do 10 actions, 10 karma, I'll get 10 fruits. The fruits can be either happiness or distress, sukha or dukkha. Based on karma, it can be either bad or good karma. Good karma gives sukha, happiness, reward. Bad karma gives dukkha, punishment, saja, paap. So if I help somebody, if I feed a poor person, if I speak truth, that's good karma. In return, I will get happiness. If I steal or drink alcohol or eat meat, smoke cigarette, have relationship outside marriage, that is bad karma, sinful, and it gives distress, dukkha, papa, punya, sin, pious. Okay? So when we do karma, bad or good, we get result. So if I do 100 karma, I will get 100 result. So if I do 50 good karma, 50 bad karma, so I'll get 50 sukha, 50 dukkha. Plus minus. Will that balance each other and cancel? No. Karma doesn't cut karma. I cannot do 50 good karma and 50 bad karma and I say plus minus 0 ho gaya. Can I do that? It's like somebody does a car accident, then gives compensation of 1 lakh. हो गया clear. Is that okay? Not. You heard of Newton? Who? Who increased your syllabus? So Newton is the one who gave these 3 laws of motion, and he became very popular. So he used to go to all the physics department of all the universities and give a seminar on the 3 laws, and became very famous. He used to go on a horse carriage, not horse carriage, Goda Gadi. So these horses, they attended all the classes, same class every time. So they became masters in the laws, because you are attending Newton's class every day, same class. So one day after the class, the horses were very tired. Every day, same class they are hearing. So Newton sat and he tried to move. He sat on the carriage, but the horses didn't move. Newton tried a lot, but the horses were not moving. So Newton asked, "Hey, what is happening? Why are you not moving? Let's go home." The horses says, Newton sir, for the purpose of moving, we are applying force on the ground. That's how you move. For the purpose of moving, we are applying force on the ground. And as per your 3rd law, the ground is applying equal and opposite force. And both forces are cancelling each other, and we cannot move. So brilliant, huh? So what did Newton answer them? So that they move. You got my question?
Yes.
So what did Newton answer them? So that they move. Anybody wants to try? No? Direction. You are close. You want to explain?
They are applying downwards. They should apply forward.
Okay, so Newton told them don't apply downwards, apply forward.
Means move.
But then there will be backward reverse force, na?
Newton say you have to apply more force than downward force.
No, but then there will be equal and opposite force, na? If he applies F, there will be minus F, and F minus F cancel.
But the time interval between action and reaction must be 0.
क्या?
The time interval between action and reaction must be 0. Then only Newton's third law applies.
Means I didn't understand. There is no time factor in Newton's laws of motions. Time should be 0. That means it should be simultaneous. How it will be?
Sir, when we suppose sir, when we punch on the pillow, then action जितना होगा उतना reaction नहीं होगा. तो न्यूटन थर्ड लॉ उधर तो गलत हो जाएगा.
क्यों रिएक्शन नहीं होगा?
और जितना
अच्छा, आप एक और प्रॉब्लम नहीं बस स्टार्ट करो. पहला प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करो. Right? So Newton said both the forces are equal and opposite, but they don't cancel each other. Why? Because they are on 2 different bodies. The horse is applying force on the road, and the road is giving reverse force on the horse, and these 2 forces are on 2 different bodies, so they don't cancel. 2 opposite forces cancel only if they are on the Same body. For example, if I take this laptop 3 centimeter right and I take the same laptop 3 centimeter left, where it will be? Same place, because plus 3 minus 3 cancel. Why it cancel? Because it's only on the same laptop. If I take this laptop 3 centimeter right and I take my bead bag 3 centimeter left, plus 3 minus 3 cancel हो गया? Why? Because they are on two different bodies. You are with me? So if I take a car 3 kilometer left and I take the same car 3 kilometer right, this plus 3 minus 3 cancel, the car will be at the same position. But if I take a car 3 kilometer right and I take a truck 3 kilometer left, will this 3 minus 3 cancel? Because there are two different bodies. So the force applied by the horse is on the road, and the force, reverse force applied by the road is on the horse. These two are two different bodies. So can they cancel? So when you give pain to one person and do compensation to somebody else, will it cancel? When you do bad karma to somebody else and do good karma to somebody else, will it cancel? You give pain to one person and give dhan to another person, say cancel ho gaya. I slap him and I say sorry to him. Will it cancel? Don't worry. Will not cancel. But people do that. Whole life they give hurt and pain to others, and in the old days हम दान धर्म करेंगे, cancel हो जाएगा. It does cancel, prayashchit. There is a different process for it, but not in this way. So when I do karma, positive or negative, good or bad, I get full result. It doesn't cancel each other. That's the first point we have to understand. You are clear?
Yes.
So if I do 100 karma, how much fruit I will get?
100.
If I do 500 karma,
500.
immediately? It will take some time. So suppose I do 500 karmas, I get 400 fruits and I die. How many remain?
100.
Where will they go?
Next life.
My son, my nominee, or waste. No. For that 100 fruits which are in my account, I will have to take another birth. So you know why we take birth? Because there are pending fruits. So when I take another birth, there are 100 pending fruits and I get 100 fruits. The balance is 0? No. Because by the time I get 100 fruits, I do 1000 more karma. Because I don't sit idle, I have desires. I'll keep working for my desires. So 1000 more fruits. So 800 I get, again I die. How many remain?
200.
So then for 200 I have to take another birth. So another birth I get 200 fruits. Account 0? I do 5000 karma. You know this cycle continues. Why it continues? Because there are pending fruits. This is called cycle of birth and death. It's a big entanglement. Because of fruits, we are bandhan, entangled to go on continuing cycle of birth and death. And this entanglement is hellish. Because the cycle of birth and death is very, very painful. Is birth painful?
Yes.
Yaad nahi, right? So painful that we forget. Otherwise, whole life will have trauma. That's why when the child is born, he feels unconscious and he cries. Birth means 9 months in the womb of the mother upside down in a small bag. Is that comfortable condition? It's very painful, so painful that the child inside falls unconscious again and again. And in the same stomach of the mother there is stool and urine, and there are small germs. They keep on biting the tender skin of the child, and the child has agony and pain, and he falls unconscious again and again in the stomach. And at the 9th month there is air which pushes the child out, and when he comes out he cries like anything. So birth is painful. What about death? Extremely painful. If somebody takes away one object from you, will it be painful? Death means everything is taken away from you, gone, even this body. Death is extremely painful. People don't want to die. They work hard so that I don't die. But nobody can be saved from death. Best hospital, best doctor, best medicine, still patients die. As sure as death. They say the pain at the time of death is equivalent to pain of 30,000 scorpions biting you at one time. Bichu, scorpion. You heard of a scorpion? Yes. The bite is very painful. If 30,000 scorpions bite you one time, how much pain that will be? Extremely painful. That's the pain at the time of. That's why people cry, they pass stool, urine, and tears come out. That's death. And in between birth and death, there is disease and old age. Is disease painful?
Yes.
Very much painful. Fever, cold, malaria, cancer, COVID, and whatnot. TB, coughing, fracture, infection, heart attack, brain hemorrhage, so many new diseases, very painful. And old age, that is also suffering. So due to this karma bandhan, we go into the cycle of birth, death, disease, old age, which is very, very painful, very, very suffering. At the end, is that okay? You will remember, right? Good boy. It's very, very painful. And then karma bandhan also is such that when we fulfill our wrong desires, sinful desires, we have to suffer in hellish planet, Naraklok, just to fulfill our desires and relief from miseries, relief from distress. We try to do sense gratification. Sense gratification means we want our senses to come in contact with some nice objects. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. We want eyes to see something beautiful. We want ears to hear some nice melodious music. We want tongue to taste some nice eatable. We want nose to smell something nice. And we want our skin to touch something soft or pleasant. For relief, people go to beer bar or alcohol, liquor, smoke, cigarette, or pop music, and all sorts of things. For what? For some relief from distress or stress or mistress, some relief. But what is happening during the relief? They are getting entangled and their visit to hellish planet is confirmed ticket. Just like there was a field, big field, farming field, but no crops, empty field, only matti, only sand. And one mouse was staying there. and it was summer season. So whole day the sand would be very hot. And it's not easy to stand on hot sand. You have experience? Very painful, very disturbing, very suffering. So the mouse cannot stay in that hot sand, cannot sit, cannot stand, cannot lie down, cannot walk, so hot. So what will the mouse do? So it will run in circle, fast. So when you run fast, the contact is less, the pain is less. But how many hours the mouse can run? So mouse will run to find some relief, some shade, but it will not get. So after few hours the mouse was running. At one point there was a shade. And the mouse got shade. Very happy, thanda, cool ho gaya. What was that shade? It was shadow of a cobra. So the mouse came running on the shade. Next moment, the cobra ate the mouse. This is called karma bandhan. We keep running in the cycle of birth and death. And it is very painful, miserable. So we find some relief through sense enjoyment, sense gratification. But there is cobra waiting. Maya is waiting. Karma bandhan is waiting. And we get entangled. And we continue to suffer birth after birth after birth. This is called Dukhalayam Ashashvatam. This world is called Dukhalayam Ashashvatam, full of miseries. Nobody can say I am happy, Anand. Everybody has some miseries, some distress, some suffering, some pain. Either your body is giving you misery or your mind is giving you misery. If your body is okay, your mind gives misery, anxiety. कल क्या होगा, परसों क्या होगा, अगले साल क्या होगा. Don't we have fears? Unnecessary fears. Ukraine में क्या होगा? And we see news, some dog fell down on the hole. बाप रे उसका क्या होगा? Then the cricket match. Oh my God, अभी क्या होगा? Then the सास बहू serial. Oh my God, अभी बहू का क्या होगा? False story, but real tears in the television. अरे जो स्क्रिप्ट पे लिखा है वही होगा ना. So there are so many unwanted fears, anxieties, our mind, chinta. Small problem, the mind makes it so big. So body gives misery, mind gives misery, other living entities give us trouble. The neighbors, sometimes family, spouses, or mosquitoes. Don't mosquitoes give you trouble? They want to play a song, so they use you as an audience. At night when you are sleeping, in your ears, and then you clap. So they think, wow, he liked it, one more. Right? There's a nice audience, he claps also. That house has a nice audience. So more mosquitoes come. More songs, so more clapping. Since years this is going on. Other living entities give us trouble. COVID, such a small virus. Oh, whole world got locked down. See? Then by nature, natural arrangement, there is flood, there is seasonal changes, cold, hot, monsoon, or earthquake, or tsunami. So we have so much trouble, so much sufferings. So the cycle of birth and death is full of miseries. But this is not the real problem. The real problem I have not told you yet. The real problem is each one of us soul is permanent, shashwat, eternal. And this body is temporary, going to be finished, going to be destroyed. Right? Permanent soul in a temporary body. Is that compatible? That's why we'll never be happy. we will never be happy because we are in a non-compatible situation. Even if you get all the money, even if you are disease free, even if you are old age free, even if you are death free, still will you be happy? Why? Because you are permanent. In a temporary situation, you will never be happy. It's like somebody offers you a very nice house in Mumbai, free. Good offer? But the only condition is every day the address will change. Every day new house. You will say छोटा ही दे दो लेकिन permanent चाहिए. I don't want temporary bungalow, right? So this body is a house, soul is resident, but temporary. Every few years we'll have to change. Sometimes human body, sometimes dog body, sometimes cat body, sometimes tree body, sometimes fish body, sometimes animal body, insect body, bird body, snake body, tiger body, male body, female body, no body. Right? We keep on changing. So we can't do a long-term plan. We can't do a long-term project. How long project you can do? 20, 25 years. Can you do a multi-thousand years project? 500-year project? We can't do. Because this body keeps changing. So a permanent non-changing soul in a temporary changing body can never be happy. That's why nobody in the world is happy. Nobody can claim that I am permanently happy. So any intelligent person will think this is the biggest problem, non-compatibility. So I should have a permanent body. That's the goal of life. To liberate, to free ourselves from this temporary cycle, temporary body, permanent cycle of temporary body. This cycle we have to free ourselves because we keep on changing body. That's called mukti, liberation. So any intelligent person should try for liberation. Not try for one more good body, one more good temporary body. What is the use? This life you are rich, famous, good house, good car, good name, good family, good contacts, and you die and become a dog. Is that called success? That's not success, because whatever you earn this life, next life you are becoming a dog. That is not called success. Success is when we get exit from the cycle of birth and death. If you are in jail, what do you want? To freedom, liberation, to come out of the jail. Imagine a prisoner, he gets an opportunity to meet the Home Minister. So he writes a letter to give him application. My dear Home Minister, I am number so and so in your prison. I have request. 1. The curtains are not good, please change it. 2. The tiles also broken, please change it. 3. The fan is making noise, please repair it. 4. Change the menu also. Is that a good letter? Arey, write a letter, I want to come out of the prison. Not make your prison first class prison or 5-star prison. Right? He's a fool? You are intelligent? What are we doing? We are doing the same thing. We are trying to make this life better. But we are not trying to escape. We are not trying to exit. Whole day we are working hard. Why? To make this life little better. Everybody is doing that. More comfort, more convenience, little more money, little more peace, right? Are we trying to escape? Are we trying to make sure next birth we don't have this material body? So we are the same like the prisoner. So we should try to exit the cycle of birth and death, exit this prison. Any intelligent person should try to do that. And in this whole cycle of birth and death, there is only one point of exit, that is human body. Like some fly is stuck here in the room and wants to go out, there is only one point, and that's the door. Right? If you are also stuck here, there is only one point, door. If you go this side, will you be able to come out? So you should go towards the door. So in our whole cycle of birth and death, there is only one door, and that is this human body. In this human body, you can escape, exit the cycle of birth and death. So this human body should be used not for going back to the cycle of birth and death, but for going back home, back to Godhead, for getting liberated. And that's why we follow this path of spirituality. Okay? So that's the goal of life. We should use this human form of life to go back home, back to Godhead. How do we do? If I die and there are karma phalas, I will have another birth. So the only way to do it at the time of death, there will be zero karma phala. But is that possible? Because karma phala exists. Why does karma phala exist? Because of karma. So if you want no karma phala, I should do no karma. But can I be without karma? Even if I do nothing, I am doing something, I am sitting idle, that's karma. We cannot escape. Yes, there is one way out. So instead of doing, see, karma is to fulfill my desire. But if I do bhakti, which means to fulfill Krishna's desire, there is no karma phala. I'll explain you with an example. Few years before, I read in newspaper that there was a man. He took an aeroplane and landed in a building. You heard this? In USA? Huh? No? Such a big news? 9/11? Twin towers? Instead of landing on the floor, he went inside the building. And he burned few innocent people. You heard this? What? Do you have water? What do you call such a person? Terrorist. Because he burnt innocent people. If somebody burns innocent few people in a city, you call him terrorist. Now suppose you get another news that one person burnt the whole city. Not few people. Whole city. What do you call him? Maha-terrorist. Bada terrorist. Terrorist square. And that's Hanuman. Hanuman went to Lanka and burned whole Lanka. We call him terrorist? No, Jai Bajrang Bali. Why? Because he did it for Ram. The one who killed some people on 9/11, he did it to fulfill his desire. So he is terrorist. But Lord Hanuman, he burnt whole Lanka not for his desire, but for Lord Ramchandra. That's why he got no karma. You heard Hanuman got arrested, Dafa 420, or not 420, 302, homicide. Jai Bajrang Bali, everybody is even worshipping him today. Nobody is calling him terrorist because he did it for Ram. So for Ram, you burn whole city, no problem. For yourself, you burn your gas, big problem. Now, Thanda? Because when you cook for yourself to fulfill your desire. So it's a karma bandhan. Don't go and burn the city now. Hanuman had a license. You don't have 007 license. Arjun, he fought Mahabharat war after hearing Bhagavad Gita. And in 18 days, 640 lakh people died. Not died, killed. Arjuna must have done 30-40% at least. But Arjuna is a murderer. He is hero of the battlefield, man of the match. Because he fought for Krishna. So when we do an activity for God, Krishna, that's called Bhakti. When we do it for ourselves, it is called karma. So when we do karma, we get karma bandhan. When we do bhakti, there is no bandhan. We get liberated. So for example, cooking. You cook for yourself, it's karma bandhan. You cook for the Lord and have prasadam, there is no karma bandhan. Singing. You sing some cinema songs, karma bandhan. You sing bhajan and Hare Krishna Maha Mantra like we had Kirtan now, no bandhan. You see the difference? Yes. So when we serve Krishna, it's called bhakti. There is no bandhan. In fact, all other bandhans get taken care of. Shall I tell you one story? Yes. So Manu Maharaj, he was sitting with his Gurudev, Vashisht Muni. And after some discussion, Manu Maharaj called his small son, small young boy, Prasdhar, Rajkumar. Prasdhar. What is his name? Prasdhar. So, Prasdhar, beta, idhar aao. Said, yes, Maharaj. He said, I have discussed with Gurudev and we have some seva for you. Said, yes, I will do seva. He said, every day night you have to do Go Raksha, protect our cows. They have a big Goshala, thousands of cows are there, and sometimes the tiger will come from the forest and eat the cow. So in the night you protect the cows. Prasdhar said, okay. And every day night Prasdhar with a naked sword in hand will stand outside the Goshala to protect the cows. Whether it is raining, whether it is cold, whether it is summer, hot, he will stand with naked sword, awake whole night protecting. Is it easy to do night duty? That to stand with a very heavy iron sword, that too in all the climates, that too for Rajkumar. But still he did it. Why? Because taking care of, protecting cows is very important. See, the king told to protect cows to his own son Rajkumar, not to staff or servants or bodyguards or senapati or army, because Go Mata is Godhan, my own treasure. And Prasdhar did it very nicely. So after some time, as Prasdhar was grown up, Manu Maharaj called, his father called him. He said, Prasdhar, I have arranged your marriage with Rajkumari, neighboring kingdom Rajkumari. He said, no, father, I will not marry. He said, why? He said, if I marry, my service to cows will stop. My night duty towards cows will stop. I have to do some other duty then. So he didn't marry. He practiced brahmacharya just so that he can protect cows, which is also difficult, tapasya. So one day it was monsoon season and so many black clouds were there, you cannot see anything. Moon, stars were all invisible. and nothing was visible. You cannot see your own hand also. And Prasad was standing outside the Goshala. And suddenly the cows who were sleeping, they started running hither and thither. There was a noise. So Prasad went inside the Goshala to see what is happening. All the cows were running, but he couldn't understand what is happening. And he couldn't see anything. What had happened is a tiger had entered. And the cows can understand by their nose, so they started running. But Prasad couldn't see anything. Suddenly, as it was monsoon time, there was lightning in the sky for 1 second. Not 1 second, 1 moment. And for 1 moment, Prasad could see everything. And what did he saw? Big tiger jumping on a small cow. And suddenly the lightning stopped. Again it was dark. Prasad understood the cow is going to get killed. I have to do something immediately. And with his sword he cut. And everything was quiet. He again came back on his position to protect the cows. Morning when the sunrise happened, you can see Prasad went inside the Goshala to see if everything is okay. And what did he see? Yesterday night, by mistake, he cut a cow. And the ear of the tiger got cut. And because the ear got cut, the tiger got afraid and ran away. The ear was there, but there was a dead cow with head cut. By mistake, Prasad killed a cow. He became very dejected. He threw his sword. And now it is written in the scriptures that if somebody kills a cow, he is punished in hell as many years as there are hairs on the body of the cow, which means billions of years. Billions of years he is punished in hell. So that's a big sinful activity and that's a big punishment. And Prasad knew that. He was very dejected. He straight went to Vasishtha Muni, Gurudev. And he told Vasishtha Muni the whole story. Vasishtha Muni got so angry, he said, "You badmash, you rascal, you killed a cow. I curse you. Next life you will become a Shudra, a poor person, and you will suffer." Prasad already was very upset and unhappy that by mistake he killed a cow. He didn't want it to. He in fact loved the cows. He did night duty in all the seasons. He didn't marry. And now this Guruji also cursed him. So he became so unhappy, he didn't went to the palace. He went to the forest. In the forest he will not talk with anybody. He will not sit and hear anything. Whole day he will just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One day there was a forest fire and Prasad's body got burned there. He died. Now what happened to Prasad's soul? Two options. Did he go to hellish planet because he killed a cow? Or due to the curse of Guruji, he became a Shudra? Both didn't happen. He got liberated. He went back home, back to Godhead because he chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and doing Bhakti, all the sinful activities, all the karma bandhan are cancelled. They go away. So when we do devotional service, Bhakti, we are going towards liberation. In fact, Bhakti is higher than Mukti. Mukti means just coming out of the jail. Bhakti means coming out of the jail and joining your family. If you come out of the jail, where you want to go? Forest? No, you want to go to your family and join and do routine activities. So that's Bhakti, to go back to Krishna and do routine activities. So in Kali Yuga, the easiest and highest way to do Bhakti is to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nameiva Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva, 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 Gatir Anyatha. Kalau means Kali Yuga. Gati means final destination, Mukti, Bhakti. Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nameiva Kevalam. Kevalam means only. So in Kali Yuga, for final destination, the only path is Hari ka naam, the holy name of Hari, the holy name of Hari, the holy name of Hari. Nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gatir anyatha, which means there is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. Only one way to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Why 3 times? To emphasize there is no other way. So if there is no other way and you are searching it, what will happen? You get frustrated because it doesn't exist. So life is so short, why to search what is not there? There is no other way. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told. So we should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. By that our heart is purified, we are free from all karma bandhan, and we go towards liberation. In fact, it is devotional service, and we go back and join Krishna. That's the purpose of our life. That is purpose of this human form of life. That is the goal of life. And today is very auspicious day. Today is Mokshada Ekadashi. Ekadashi, which gives you moksha, which gives you liberation. Ekadashi is very dear day to Lord Hari, Lord Krishna. And we follow Ekadashi by fasting from grains, beans, pulses, and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Upavas. Upavas. Upa means near. Vas means stay. Upavas means stay near Hari. Harivas. So we stay near Krishna. How? By chanting Hare Krishna, by reading Bhagavad Gita. And today is Gita Jayanti. Today is the day Lord Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. 5,000 years plus before. So we read Bhagavad Gita, we distribute Bhagavad Gitas, and in that way we progress in our devotional service. So if every day we chant Hare Krishna and every day we progress, that's called growth. We grow in our bhakti, grow, and one day we become perfect souls. Step by step. So you all have connected yourself to Hare Krishna Mahamantra, to ISKCON, to this program. So please keep coming. Come every week and attend this program, attend temple programs, and associate with devotees and do service, and in that way our life will be perfect. Okay? We'll end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
If there are any questions, you may please ask.
Prabhuji?
Yes.
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I was knowing that when a child is in mother's womb, he is in a direct supervision of Lord Krishna. But when he comes out, he starts crying because he experiences another world. I mean, he was in a direct supervision of a Lord Krishna in a divine light. So, but when he comes out, it's totally different. So, I was knowing that.
Yeah, that's true. When the child is inside the womb, he is under the arrangement of Krishna, which is called womb or nature. See, in the womb, the child doesn't need anything. As soon as the child is born, oh my God, there's a big list: baby shampoo, baby soap, baby powder, baby diaper. Oh my God. You go and shop everything and you come back and you will have to go again tomorrow because you forget something. The list is too big and it doesn't end till death. But inside, not a single thing you have to purchase for the child. Everything is arranged perfectly. But outside, so when the child is inside and is fortunate, he remembers Krishna. And he prays to Krishna at the 7th month of pregnancy. When the child gets consciousness, he prays to Krishna, my dear Krishna, main phas gaya. I am inside this bag. Please, please, I want to come out. And I know why I am inside. Why I am inside? Why I took birth? Because last life I didn't do devotional service. I didn't get liberated. So because of karma bandhan, I am again in the womb of my mother. So my dear Krishna, please tell me, somehow get me out of this. I promise you I will do bhakti and again not go in any mother's womb. So the fortunate child prays to Krishna. You know what Krishna says? Hey, हर time ऐसे ही बोलता है. Since thousands of births you are praying like this, but you don't do. We say, no, Krishna, gentleman's promise. This time I will serve you. I will remember you. Just let me out. And at the 9th month, when he's out, there are so many affectionate family members. Karke, he forgets Krishna. So we have to remember Krishna again. Okay? Any more questions? Yes.
Prabhuji, if any person have done 500 karma and he got result out of 400, remain 100 karma. What is the remaining after reaction that 100 karma he got hell, heaven or new birth or both?
See, if he does lots of sinful activities, he goes to hellish planet. If he does lots of pious activities, he goes to heaven planet. If he does okay, balance, then he again takes birth in earth planet. And he continues. Okay? Like if you do a big crime, you go to central jail. Small lockup में चलता है. Right? Any more questions? Yes.
Guruji, some pious activities, fruits are luxurious like in this material world, and some pious activities, fruits are going to heavenly planet. Then what is the deciding criteria to have luxurious life on the earth or going to heavenly planets?
So that is decided by devatas and Yamraj. So if somebody does whole life nice pious activities, devotional activities or religious activities, dana, yajna, tapasya, then he goes to heavenly planets. He dies in mode of goodness. If somebody worship devatas, but somebody does just ordinary pious activities, not religious, not worshipping devatas, then he's just born here in a good family. Okay. Somebody does bhakti, then he goes straight to Krishna. Any more questions?
How we describe this is good or bad? This is a pious deeds.
So there are rules. Like your house, your mother made rules. When you come from the school, leave the shoes outside the house. Don't enter with shoes. If you want to eat, remove your uniform, wash hands and legs, and then sit and eat your meal. Right? Mother made rules. So if you follow the rules, you are a good boy. If you don't follow the rules, you are a bad boy. Right?
Yeah.
So when you drive a car, traffic police has made rules. If there's a red light, stop the car. If there's a green light, move the car. So if you follow the rules, you are a good driver. If you don't follow the rules, you are a bad driver. Similarly, government has made rules. If you follow, you are a good citizen. If you don't follow, you are a bad citizen. So the creator of the world, Krishna, he has made rules. If you follow, you are good. If you don't follow, you are bad. And those rules are mentioned in the manual called Bhagavad Gita. For example, I have a desire to eat food because I am hungry. So there are rules of eating. You eat food by honest income, or by farming, or by plucking fruits from the tree, or by gathering grains from the field after the harvest, or by begging. But I go and steal. So that's bad boy, because I am breaking a rule. So the rules are governed, rules are given. When we follow the rules, we are good. We don't follow, we are bad. Is that okay? Any more questions? No? Done? Happy? Good. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.